Little respite. So I will now call this regular meeting of the Coralville City Council to order. It is March 26th, 2024. Could I have the roll call, please?
Councilmember Knutson. Here. Vogelsang. Here. Wynn.
Here.
Peterson. Here. Goodrich.
Here.
All council members are present, as is the mayor, the city clerk, the city administrator, the city attorney, and several other staff in the audience. I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Goodrich. Could I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Vogelsang. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Our agenda is approved. All right. Next item, community comments. This is a time for community members to speak to us about items that aren't on the agenda or items that are on the agenda but are not subject to a public hearing. Each speaker will have 5 minutes, and we do reserve the right to adjust both the overall comment period and the individual speaking time based on the number of speakers or any accommodations that a speaker might need. So is there anyone that would like to address us this evening? Okey doke. We will move on to the next item, fiscal year budget for fiscal year 2025. This is to set the public hearing for April 9th, 2024. Yes,
We'd like to amend that
Okay.
to April 23rd.
thank you very much. So note that. So the new date for the public hearing would be April 23rd, 2024. Could I have the resolution, please?
Resolution setting a public hearing on the fiscal year 2025 budget, introduced for adoption by Councilmember Knutson, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Quinn. Any questions, comments, or discussion on this item? Okay, could I have the roll call, please?
Councilmember Vogelsang.
Aye.
Wynn.
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, we have several insurance renewals. So we will start with the first item, which would be a renewal for the city's property, liability, and auto insurance. Could I have the first resolution, please?
Resolution approving Iowa Communities Assurance Pool, ICAP, as the city's insurance carrier, introduced for adoption by Councilmember Vogelsang, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Goodrich. Any questions, comments, or discussion on this item? Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Wynn.
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelsang.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Now for the second resolution. Could I have that resolution read, please?
Resolution appointing Lynn M. Knight and Kelly J. Hayworth as the individuals to represent the city with the Iowa Communities Assurance Pool, introduced for adoption by Councilmember Wynn, seconded by. Second.
Seconded by Peterson. Any questions or comments on this item? Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelsang.
Aye.
Wynn.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. And then last but not least, we have a resolution for our cyber liability coverage. Could I have that read, please?
Resolution approving Travelers as the city's cyber liability insurance carrier, introduced for adoption by Councilmember Peterson, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Vogelsang. Any questions or comments on this item? All right, roll call, please.
Councilmember Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelsang.
Aye.
Wynn.
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, we have a development agreement, and this development agreement would allow for a 100% abatement over 15 years, and this would only be for the esports complex in the development located west of Lowe's Home Center. Could I have the resolution, please?
Resolution approving a development agreement with Lucky Pete LLC, introduced for adoption by Councilmember Goodrich, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Wynn. Any questions or discussion on this item?
I guess I have a question. We talked about this abatement being only for part of the property. Are there any guarantees that over this time frame that there's going to be development of additional parts on this property?
The only thing is that they have to guarantee is that they're going to do this facility because otherwise they don't get the abatement.
Okay.
So the rest of the property, they're going to subdivide off, and they'll have to pay commercial taxes on the lots when they get subdivided off.
On the lots.
Yeah.
Which for TIFs doesn't really bring us any additional
Well, right now,
revenue.
for if we were to put the TIF on there, usually we wait for a building to go on there, but right now the base value on that would be almost nothing because it's assessed as ag ground right now.
So we'll wait till.
We'll wait in fact, we'll probably, when this building is done, because we can capture that for 20 years, we'll probably do a TIF ordinance on that just to collect the last 5 years of it too. So, but we won't do any ordinance until they build buildings on each individual lot, because it doesn't make any sense to collect on a vacant lot for 10 years and then only get 10 years of the TIF value. It's already in the urban renewal area, so we don't have to add it to it. It's just we haven't passed an ordinance over there because there's no development on there yet.
The abatement is just on the footprint of the structure.
Yeah, so they'll have one. They'll come back to you with the PUD and the plat, and at that time they'll come in and show you what the building. The building will be like the esports facility and have I think there's some restaurants and stuff attached to it too. That will get the abatement. There's supposed to be two other lots there that they're going to have commercial development on, which they won't get any abatement on that. And they will have to do significant improvements on Highway 6, sort of like if you look like what happened in front of Lowe's, they're going to sort of have to do the same thing on that property. And the entrance will be at Lowe's, and the second entrance to the west will be across from where Deer Creek Road comes out. So it'll be on the other side of that. That's where the DOT is located, the two entrances on that lot. So they'll have to do improvements on Highway 6 as part of this project also.
I just was thinking about this, and I'll throw this out as a thought I had. Water's under the bridge now at this point, but this one of the selling points is we have a couple of other lots that we're going to be developed. Mm-hmm. And did anybody think about the abatement for 15 years being contingent on developing one of those lots, over a certain time period? Like if you haven't developed that in the next 10 years, then we give you. We take a year off or a year or two off of the 15-year abatement as a incentive to develop that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think that's a good point.
Well, I can still talk to them about that. I mean, my guess is they'll want to get it developed because the price they're going to pay for that's probably not cheap.
No, I
understand where
you're
coming from. So
yeah, I just was thinking about that.
I will bring that up to them.
They have these other lots, which was a selling point.
Well, I
to
think
us.
one of the things you can do is we could do that in the PUD because
Yeah.
you can
Put it-
approve a schedule as part of the PUD. They have to say when things are going to be, and you could make that as part of the PUD process.
Okay.
And they are, and we've seen some drawings, and they want to have a trail system through there that goes through these other lots and have if I remember correctly, there's a water feature on that lot too. So it will be it'll be an interesting looking development than what's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they may not have any specific plans right now to develop those adjacent parcels, but the idea is that they will.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the plan, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, but you're saying that we could add that incentive either to make them do it more quickly or to guarantee that it's done?
Encourage it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't make
Yeah.
them do anything, I don't think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
financial incentives to keep that moving along over some reasonable time frame.
great. Any other questions or discussion on this? Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Knutson?
Aye.
Vogelsang?
Aye.
Wynn?
Aye.
Peterson?
Aye.
Goodrich?
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, lease amendments. This amendment would revise the lease agreement with J. Jill Acquisition LLC. This would be in the Iowa River Landing. Could I have the resolution?
Resolution approving a third amendment to that certain lease agreement between the City of Coralville and the J. Jill Acquisition LLC, introduced for adoption by Councilmember Knutson, seconded by.
Second.
seconded by Goodrich. Questions or comments on this item? Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Vogelsang,
Aye.
Wynn,
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, Northridge Park Playground Equipment. This item would be for the purchase and installation plan for new playground equipment at Northridge Park. And I'm sure we are all very excited to talk about this plan this evening, so we'll start with a proposal report from our City Administrator, Kelly Hayworth.
Yeah, Sherry, I'm proud to apologize that she's out of town at a conference, but she wanted to provide this information. They made significant progress with the company on being able to include as much as possible, and she wanted to share this fly-through of where they ended up, and I think you'll see that it is a great improvement for that park. So you'll see they were able to co-locate the two age group facilities and then surface that whole area so they're accessible. And then the accessibility part is also includes the one end of the accessible zip line. So, and then you would come back to that accessible part as well. They were able to include two shade structures as part of the project. They are also, this is the zip line and the accessible zip line. The two ping pong tables. And then they were able to add back these balance areas for young kids. And then this is an accessible merry-go-round. So the total price is $400. Whoa.
It happens.
The total price is $440,414. Of that, $265,000 would come from the tax increment financing district. $10,000 would come from fundraising that has already been done, and then the rest would be coming out of the playground reserve.
Excellent. Thank you for that overview. Very exciting. Could I have the resolution read now, please?
Resolution accepting proposals and awarding a contract for the purchase and installation of playground equipment in Northridge Park, introduced for adoption by Councilmember Vogelsang, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Wynn. All right, well, I'll just start the discussion by saying this is very exciting. It's, long overdue, I would say. I know that park gets an awful lot of use. It's a wonderful space that we have in our community, and I'm really thankful for all of the work that was done by the Parks and Rec Commission and, of course, our Parks and Rec staff on recreating this really important playground in our community. I did just want to double check and clarify. So the rubber will be underneath the whole thing, or we talked last week about some of it will be wood chips?
Yeah, the wood chips will be under the swings and the one zip line. The accessible zip line, how you access that will be on the rubberized surface.
And they're not actual wood chips, right? They're engineered wood.
Yes,
and they
yeah,
post-
engineered fiber. And they do meet the ADA requirements, but they wanted to do as much of the surfacing in rubber as they could because it's really a lot easier for all age groups and all disabilities.
I think that's something that's important for the general public to know, is that the chips technically, those are categorized as ADA compliant.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're not, I mean, they are ADA compliant, but the rubber surface is obviously more accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was something I was surprised to learn, that the wood chips are part of that, or the chips.
I'm glad to see the reconfiguration. It's worked out well.
Yeah, and that was suggested by the Park and Rec Commission after reviewing all of this, and a little less hazardous play there.
Excellent. Any other comments or questions?
Well, I'm just jealous I'm not a kid.
I know, right?
Is there a weight limit on the
Zip
zip
lines,
line?
I use the zip line all the time, but this one is when I'm playing with my son. I have an 11-year-old son, I'm just saying. That's why I'm at the park. So those zip lines are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen ones that are that lengthy, so should be fun. Any other comments or questions?
I just, from where we started with this project, where to see the end result is really encouraging. Excellent. Everybody who had their fingers in it, you did a great job.
Yeah, I think all of the,
Making the money
Park and
stretch.
Rec and the staff did a great job, and
Yeah.
they're trying to make each playground unique in each park, so that, that you get a different experience depending on where you're going.
The time frame should be probably in June. if I
Yeah,
understand.
their goal is no later than the third week of July to be completed. They are hoping if it comes in time, they would get it installed in June.
Oh, wow, that quickly. That's excellent. Any other questions or comments? All right, roll call, please.
Councilmember Wynn,
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelsang.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, credit ratings service agreement. This credit rating is necessary to issue the taxable general obligation refunding bonds for 2024. Could I have the resolution, please?
Resolution approving an agreement with Fitch Ratings, Inc. for credit rating services, introduced for adoption by Councilmember Wynn, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Peterson. Questions or discussion?
I would just comment that as Tim Oswald, our financial advisor, had reported a couple of work sessions ago, he did ask Fitch, since it's two separate issuance of bonds over a month time period, if they would do one rating, and they did agree to do that.
Excellent. Any other comments or questions? All right, roll call, please.
Councilmember Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelsang.
Aye.
Wynn.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Next item, Deer Creek Road Highway 6 intersection project. These federal funds are for paving Deer Creek Road to the Clear Creek Bridge, providing turn lanes on US Highway 6 and installing traffic signals at the intersection. Could I have the resolution, please?
Resolution in support of an application to Congresswoman Minette Miller Meeks for federal funds for the Deer Creek Road Highway 6 intersection project. It's introduced for adoption by Councilmember Peterson, seconded by.
Second.
Seconded by Goodrich. Questions, comments, or discussion?
I would just report that the estimated cost has gone up. I think, Scott, was a little over 6 million is where we in.
It's closer to 7.
Yeah, yeah, because we included the Deer Creek Bridge in that as well, because it's in bad shape, and so the decision was to try to do that in conjunction with the rest of the project. It's been patched at times, but it really needs to be stripped down to the bridge deck itself. So that is proposed to be included in this application as well. And we have received $864,000 in local SDBG funds. That's through MPOJC. And so this would go towards the rest of that. This request would go towards the rest of that.
Did you consider an application to finish Forever Green Road. You know, we got last year's money. That
Yeah.
that's kind of a road to nowhere now.
Yeah, we did consider that because we haven't completed the engineering plans and study for the first money. I was reluctant to ask because I think they would ask why we hadn't spent that money yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think as soon as we get this completed,
Put that on
the
the
two
list.
options would be either to complete the middle part or also that roundabout on Dubuque and Forever Green Road would also be a good candidate. So either one of those, I think you could consider for a future application.
Yeah, I didn't know if it helps to kind of have two communities collaborating like we did with that. in
Yeah,
terms of-
it does. I mean, that was a significant interest the last time. The Dubuque Street roundabout would be a
With county.
county and city, and then the other one would be two cities again. So, yeah, I think that does help significantly. We just started working on this last week, and it's surprising the amount of positive response we've gotten from those businesses out next to the quarry, the two concrete plants, the asphalt plant, what else am I missing? And the quarry itself, all are very excited to be supporting doing this project because that's their only way out of their businesses. So even though they're in the county, they have to go through the city to get out. And so they're very excited about supporting an application like this.
But not monetarily.
Yeah.
Any other comments?
Sell some of their product.
It probably will.
Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Goodrich.
Aye.
Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelsang.
All right.
Quinn.
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Resolution is approved, all ayes. Finally, last item, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented.
Madam Mayor, I would like to ask council to consider motion to approve the consent calendar as presented A to S.
Moved by Nguyen, could I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Knutson. Could I have the roll call, please?
Councilmember Knutson.
Aye.
Vogelsang.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Goodrich.
Aye.
Consent calendar is approved, all ayes. City Administrator's Report.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
Excellent. Mayor's report, I really don't have anything this evening other than to congratulate the food pantry on another amazing global community meal. I'll let my colleague talk more about how many people they served that night, but I just love that event. It was so fun, great to see folks, and of course, always wonderful to taste the cuisine from all over the world. It was a really great night, so really enjoyed that. And that is all I have. Could I have the city attorney's report?
I have nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, excellent. Committee and council members report. We'll start down at this end with Councilmember Knutson.
I'll just comment on, encourage people to go to the Heartlanders games. They've been a lot of fun. They're winning a few games now. I think Kevin can correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe in contention for a playoff spot. No.
Probably too far behind, unfortunately.
And I'll just offer my colleagues or anybody really, one of the nice things they do for season ticket holders, if you have unused seats, you can use them later in the year. And I have several unused seats that I'm perfectly happy to request and give to anybody who wants it. The process is very simple, and they just email them to me, and I can forward them on. That's all I have.
Awesome, thank you. Councilmember Vogelsang.
Well, I feel fortunate and thankful and grateful and appreciative to live in an area with such great access to sports activities and outdoor activities, but the Hawkeye events have been just absolutely incredible. I certainly wish all the best to the women's teams. I hope they pull out the championship this year. That would really be great. The last couple, the last couple of games that we've been to have been absolutely electrifying, and loud. My wife has actually covered her ears several times. The enthusiasm for the Hawkeye fans has just been incredible, and it's very exciting, so I hope it continues. It's great.
Okay.
Great to be a Hawkeye.
Yes, it is. I agree. Saying that as a faculty member. Yes, so, love the Hawkeyes. Okay, Councilmember Huynh.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would just like to say thank you to everyone who come out and eat with us on Friday night. It was a widely successful community meal. It's one of the fun meal that the food pantry does. It's a global meal where we invite a lot of chefs to come cook with us, and so that yield to about 15 different dishes from 15 different countries, spanning from Ethiopia all the way into France. To China, so it was great, and we served 559 meals, which is a record for us for a global meal. It's our third year, and we are hoping to continue to break records. So thank you to everyone who come and join us. And I saw that our finance director was there as well, so I hope you did have a great time. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Councilmember Peterson.
Yeah, I don't have a lot, but that was the first time I ever attended that global meal, and it was very, very good. It was nice to see that we have such a diverse community. I had a great time, sat and talked to a lot of people in our community that I typically don't have the opportunity to discuss or have discussion with. I will not say anything about motorcycles again because it's been cold since then, and I haven't been able to ride it. So, but no, seriously though, thank you for allowing me to be a part of that. I enjoyed myself.
Thank you for being there.
Yes, that was
Mayor.
amazing. Excellent. Last but not least, Councilmember Goodrich.
Thank you. We all have the Coralville Connection on our desks tonight, and we just want to thank all the staff. Everyone, residents in Coralville received one of these, and I know you'll want to read it from cover to cover to get lots of information about all the things going on this spring. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Okay, with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Huynh. Can I get a second? Seconded by Knutson. All in favor, please say aye.
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 We are adjourned. Thank you.